Hello, welcome. This is going to be your guide as to how to make the evidence of chemical changes foldable for your notes. So we're going to go ahead and begin with one sheet of paper where we will go ahead and fold vertically. Hot dog style, as many of you guys like to call it. Okay. There will be 7 different items that we write down here in terms of evidence of chemical changes. So that means that we need 6 different sections, 7 sections, but you will draw out 6 lines. It doesn't need to be that exact, but I'm just going to go ahead and get another piece of paper and draw my line. So I'm going to draw out 6 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So, actually, I'm just gonna, Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and title this Evidence of Chemical Changes. Okay, we like to use an acronym to remember the different types of evidence. And so what we like to use is an acronym that yields, or that reads, country guys love their cell phones on. It is going to go ahead and help us to remember the order, and not necessarily the order, but the types of evidence. So country guys love their cell phones on, or country girls love their cell phones on. It was just a way to kind of get you guys to remember what they mean. So I'm actually going to go ahead and continue writing this out so that way we can remember it, please. So country guys, or girls, whatever you want to write, love their cell phones on. If you want to come up with another acronym, you are more than welcome to, but this is the acronym that I'm going to use here. Okay, so now once we open up our booklet, we're going to go ahead and start to write down what these guys, what this mnemonic device actually means. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open it up, and again I'm going to draw in 6 little lines here so that way it is like the outside. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. It is super easy for me to remember the order because I already know that little mnemonic device. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and start. Country guys love their cell phones on. Okay, now let's write what it really stands for. Okay, so whenever I mix 2 substances together, we can tell that a chemical reaction has taken place because several of these items, one or more of these items, have taken place. So the first C here stands for create a new substance. So something totally new has been created. I want you to think back to our Explorer when we mixed the calcium chloride and the sodium bicarbonate, the damper and the baking soda. A whole new substance was created. We saw that a gas formed. We saw that there were bubbles, so a whole new substance formed. We had calcium carbonate, sodium chloride, water, and carbon dioxide form as the result of it. So something totally new. The G here stands for gas produced. So the next one stands for a light being produced. So some of these we will see that a light is produced as well. The T stands for temperature change. Again, yesterday with the Engage, you saw that the damper created a warm temperature change versus the baking soda that created a cold temperature change once it had water as the catalyst. The next C stands for color change. So there's a natural color change occurring because two substances were added. Not because I added food coloring, not an outside source, just because there was a natural a natural color change. The P stands for precipitant. So that's going to be when you mix two liquids to form a solid. And the last one, that there is an odor produced. Okay, very good. On the opposite side, we would like you guys to create a visual. So same thing. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of elongate my lines here. Okay, and you can go ahead and put a visual that might help you guys to go ahead and remember what this means exactly. So for example, create a new substance. I might go ahead and put our example from our Explorer, where we had calcium chloride, which was our damper, plus our baking soda, so our NaHCO3, we added our catalyst of water for our new product, a new substance of carbon dioxide, so a whole new thing. We had some gas being produced. Plus calcium chloride, excuse me, it was calcium carbonate, I apologize, plus 2 molecules of NaCl. Okay, so that might be something. You can put even Explore here so we can remember that this was our Explorer. Now for a gas being produced, yesterday you guys saw a gas being produced. And what did that look like in the bag? Hopefully you remember it meant bubbles. So bubbles formed. Bubbles produced equals gas. For light produced, maybe you want to dry a little light bulb. I know that's a messed up looking light bulb, forgive me. A temperature change. So you might want to draw a little thermometer. A color change. You could possibly grab up 2 different colors and go ahead and say that there was a color change. So maybe it went from a green color, whatever it was. Now we have a red color. Excuse me. Excuse me. In fact, I'm sorry, maybe we had a green and a blue color to now make a red color. So that would be an example of a color change. I'm sorry. So now for precipitant. Precipitant is going to be, I told you guys, when it was 2 liquids to make a solid. And lastly, an odor being produced. I don't know what you want to draw. I'll draw a little nose here. There's my nose. And then, I don't know, just smell on here or something. Just something to go ahead and say an odor was produced. Alright guys, go ahead and finish this up, get some good color going on, and then go ahead and glue this into your journal. Thank you so much. I hope you guys learned a lot. Have a good one.